Shooting it live. Going for a little sports talk again. We're going to do some sports talk again. Go over what happened yesterday in college football. I'm back on here, back on. I'm going to rotate this now. Rotate. Rotate. I'm rotating. You see me sideways, you see me sideways. Let me get this one set up. Oh. Facebook, you're killing me, Facebook. I'm up sideways on Facebook. Here we go. Maryland basketball. Maryland survived the Big Ten opener with Penn State. They beat Penn State 66-59. Their sophomore Jalen Smith led the way with 16 points. And then Collins had 15 points. He put the Terps up with 3 minutes to go. They went on a run in the first half. They were up like 12 something. And then they ended up going cold. Penn State got back in there. They were down by 5. But the Terps held on to win their first Big Ten thing. So now they're 7-1. Now they play Purdue next week. See how they do against Purdue. Ravens. But the Ravens are going with Lamar again. They're going to set up with Lamar in the passing game. They're giving the edge to Atlanta, and which is considerably the right thing because of Matt Ryan and their receivers. You know, if we don't get a pass rush on them, we're not going to get them out of there. It's going to be a long day for the Ravens if the defense doesn't make Ryan feel uncomfortable. Rushing, they're giving it to the Ravens. We've, last 2 games with him and Gus the Bus, they've driven 250 yards. They've run pretty well, pretty good together. So they've had a good rushing attack, a rushing defense, like we say. We're number 1. Our pass defense, we're going to have some troubles with their 3 receivers, Sanu, Ridgely, and Julio. They always give them trouble, even though they're Atlanta's 4-7 or whatever their record is. They're still up there. There's receivers, and like I said, if we don't get a hold of Matt Ryan, we're gonna have a long day. Michael. So that's the matchup that we're looking at. Our cornerbacks against their receivers. We got to put a pass rush on Ryan. If we don't, he's going to sit in the pocket and tear us apart. You got Humphreys and Smith that have to come up there. And then we're going to see what our D-line can do with their center. See if Pierce and Williams can penetrate and hold up the middle. See what we can do there. And then we got to test the Falcons' cornerbacks with Brown and Crabtree. See what they're like. And then that's the rush there for the Ravens. See what we can do if we can come out of there with a road win. We haven't had a road win in a while. Everybody knows we haven't done good in December. But we'll see what goes on. It's a new day, new year. Let's see how it goes. New era. You got Jackson under the helm. See if that run game can do something for us. College football. Alabama. I told you Alabama squeaked it out. This year it was a role reversal. Instead of Talaleo coming in for Hurst, now it was Hurst coming in for Talaleo. And, he completed some nice passes on the run. The guy did a good job. He came in. That's what a team is. A team is the next man up. And that's what happened. The next man stepped up. Alabama has a team, man. He has 14, 15 guys that will go pro. Every year they do it. They're a machine. And this year, Hurst was a 50-year starter, 50-year guy. He could have went somewhere else. They convinced him to stay. They helped him. His throwing motion, they said he couldn't throw, just like they said for Lamar. Lamar can't throw. Give him a chance. They got through. The guy came out there. They were they were 2 TDs away. They were down by 2. He came back and led them, and they ended up winning. He took that quarterback sneak. No, I don't know why you do a fake punt. You're fourth and 10. You're on your 40. They didn't even switch their defense. They didn't even go in the punt coverage, and he still calls a fake punt. They didn't get it. They get the ball at their 40. 4 plays, he runs a quarterback sneak, runs in for 15 yards. And that gave him the game. That gave him the game just because of, you got to watch what you do. That was a bad decision. But, that team is just, Alabama's just a good team. So now you got the Jokers or whatever. Oklahoma either goes in or Ohio State. But you look at their body of work. Ohio State has some, not so good out of conference games. UMass, Prairie State. You look at the body they did, and they didn't handle Northwestern that well. I think what was the score? You had UCF 56-41 over Memphis. Oklahoma barely beat Texas, but they beat them because, that was their only loss. Now they revenged their loss. So I say Oklahoma goes in. Big Ten, Ohio State was 45-24 over Northwestern. Clemson beat Pittsburgh 42-10. Washington gets to go into the Rose Bowl. They got a Rose Bowl win. So that was your college football scores. And, you got your shake up tonight. They'll tell you all about it. You got your Sunday selections. They'll tell you who the top 4 are. My top 4 would be Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, Oklahoma. That's my top 4 pick. Oklahoma, they should go in there above Ohio State just because of their body of work. That's usually what they say. They look at the body of work, and that's what I would do. Oklahoma gets my nod. And Murray's a good quarterback there. The guy does a good job. So in baseball, they made the trade with Cano and Diaz. Should be finalized. So the Mets are going to get Diaz and Cano from the Mariners. Once that's finalized, the Mariners will get some prospects. Like I said, the Ravens are going to go with Lamar, in the running attack. I think, Flacco, his hip is, he was questionable. They don't want to put him out there and get him injured. Hips are very, like I said in the last one, hips are a hard thing to do. They can't diagnose because of the muscle over top of it. They said it wasn't dislocated like Dennis Pittis was. But, they say that there's other things, so they're taking it careful with Joe, and they're going to give I don't think you're going to see Joe anymore anyways. I think they're going to give it to the rookie. Let them play it out. I think they're going to let Joe sit on the sidelines and take it out. So last night in boxing, you had Tyson Fury. You had Wilder and Fury. Now it's going to a rematch. They said it ended up in the draw, so they're going to bring that to a rematch. And that was supposed to be the big fight, the big fight of the boxing world. So it ended in a draw. That doesn't help you out there. And then they make it they're going to come back again with number 2. The Mets, like I said, they completed the trade for Diaz and Cano. So Kirby Smart says that his Bulldogs should be in the college football in the top 4. He says it's fake punt. He defends himself for faking on the 40-yard line. That was a good game. I was watching it. Good game. So Wilder says he did enough to win the fight. They both say they. Wilder draws Fury despite 2 knockdowns. So that's what I got for today's sports talk. Talking about the Ravens going into Atlanta today. See if we can get a road win. And all the college footballs and it's college football selection. Maryland here or Maryland didn't have enough wins. I'm not an ice hockey fan, but I will put on ice hockey for you. Let me look it up. I haven't looked into it. But yeah, I'm not a big ice hockey fan. I need Doug here for that one. I have to get Doug to, or I could use you, Weiss. You know your stuff. But yeah, I'm not a hockey fan. I watch it. I watch any sport. I'm just not a big fan. So yeah, football's always, you know. So we're doing that today. That's my sports talk moment. This is Mike Nasty. Hey, you can do hockey. Let's do all this. There we go. That's Mike Nasty here. That's sports talk. Just talking about what happened Saturday. I got on because of the Alabama game. That was a good game I was watching. I kept on coming up and down, and I thought it was going to be. I said Alabama would take it, and then they were down by 2. I was like, ooh, and Talileo didn't have a good. He passed for 35 yards, and then he went on the streak. Then he hit some. Then he got some. He was like 9 out of 11. Then he started getting hot. Then they sacked him on that 4th down, and he hurt his ankle again. What's up? Hey, Chief, I haven't seen you for a while. What's up there, Chief? How you doing, buddy? Give me some tips on this stuff. What's up? How you doing? But yeah, I see Chief hits him. Anybody need a DJ? That's a good guy. He does it right. I've seen him work. If you need a DJ for anything, for weddings, I don't know, parties, he's good, and he has all the tools. He's a good guy. Chief, I'll call him. If you need him, you tell me, and I'll give him a call if you need a DJ. He's very good. Everybody, yeah, that's what I gotta say. Ravens are on the road. Hope they get a win. College football, Alabama should still be number 1. Nobody beats them. Undefeated. They ended the year undefeated, so they'll go number 1. And Clemson, Notre Dame, and probably, like I said, Oklahoma will jump into the number 4 spot. Baseball. Told you about Cano. Orioles are still in the works for their manager doing their. I think they have a team that's looking into the manager. I haven't heard any names yet though, so I don't know what they're gonna do. How they're gonna work that out. But yeah, that was incredible. It says Alabama, they switched. Last year was Talileo going in for Hurst. This year it's Hurst going in for Talileo. That's camaraderie, that's friendship. Like I said before earlier, next man up. That's how you win games. Next man steps up. That's how you win. So, if anybody's out there, that's how you win games. You play as a team. Next man steps up, and there you go. So, you see, today I'm in my hippie shirt. This is a Warriors lacrosse shirt. Hanging out here. Just went to actually. My son played in the indoor game. Fast up and down. Really no defense. All they do is run up and down the floor and shoot. Everybody's a one-man gang. But that's for high school, getting the stick ready, doing all that stuff. Crazy. Got up at 6:30 to ride 45 minutes to go play lacrosse. Oh, my wife's going. Yes, dear.
Don't yell at me.
What?
Can you run over to Lindsay's? Abby's not there yet. She's got to leave for work.
I got it. I'm doing my sports talk, but I'll do it through you. And you're interrupting my FaceTime. Look me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook now live.
All right, I'll go watch you when I'm sitting on the toilet.
Hey, don't say that. You're on cameras.
No.
Bye. Did you hear my wife? She said she was. I have to go. I have to go. I have to go help the neighbor out. See, when you're living in a community that's small like this, the neighbor has to go to work and the babysitter's not there. So I get the call as family dad, as super dad. I go take care of everybody's kids, everybody's dogs, all that crazy stuff. So that's Mike Nasty. This is Sports Talk. I got to go because the lady has to go to work and the babysitter's not there yet. So I got to go help somebody out. I'll see everybody. When I come back on, I'm going to have a workout come out soon. Hey, champ, look me up on YouTube. I do workouts. They're funny. Look up Fat Man Mike Nasty. And you can help me out editing some stuff later. All right. That's